Hey guys, welcome back to episode 22 of the Atlético Football Manager series. Today we've got a fantastic episode. We start the knockouts of the Champions League and we face off against Real Madrid again. And there's a lot of drama towards the end of the game in that one. But before we get into the video, give the video a like, drop a comment below, and please do subscribe and turn on notifications. But let's get into it. So the first game we actually go to is at home against Tenerife. Quite an easy fixture and a fixture that we should be winning, and we did here quite comfortably, as you're going to see. 6 goals to 1. Bit disappointing we didn't keep a clean sheet, but you can't always get what you want in life. It's just how it is, as you know. But Dybala there with an absolute wonder goal. A player who I knew had the talent, but the fact that we didn't pay a penny for him is honestly mind-blowing. Like, he's been such a good player for us. Ademi here again though goes through and just a little Panenka over the top, and to be honest, this front three at the moment, Sesko's not getting much action, but we've got players that are dominating the spots. Dybala, a player who has to be in that front three, whether that's on the left-hand side, the striker, or the right-hand side. He can do it all. Unfortunately here, defence gets a little bit, switched off there, as Mario Gomez, I believe that is, goes through and scores. And honestly, not great defending there, quite disappointing to see. But Dybala again here answers back with, I thought he was going to score directly actually, but Rudiger with a tap in. But Dybala from set pieces is so deadly. If he doesn't score himself, he'll cause something to happen, like he did there with the corner. Again, another assist for him from a set piece. And here comes the last goal. So Hermoso works it down here. Ball over the top. Lamar does quite well to shoulder him off. Goes through. Near post is open. Goalkeeper steps too far there. And it's an easy finish for Lamar. But overall, a very, very convincing win, I'd say. As you can see here by the stats, 30 shots, 17 on target, 2.91 XG as well. Dominated possession, which again is something which I'm very happy about this season, because we weren't doing that last season against the smaller teams, but now we seem to have sort of mastered the art of doing it. And they really had nothing going at all. Our match ratings, Dybala obviously snatching, well-deserved man of the match. Rudiger a very close contender as well. But Tenerife had nothing going for him. Nearly all of their back line dropped under a 6 match rating. When that happens, you're not going to get anywhere. But overall, a decent result. But let's get into the next one and hopefully keep on this run that we're on. So the next game we get into is in the Cup against Real Sociedad, the first leg of the semi-final, and we absolutely thumped them. I thought it was going to be closer because they're third in the league at the end of the day. They're a good side, and I thought this game would have gone down to the wire, to be honest. Now, this trophy is important to us because this is one of the trophies that we've not won. And obviously the point of this series is to win everything that I can, the big, big trophies. So this is one of the big ones in Spain. But let's get into the goals. Koke there with a wonderful ball through to Felix. Takes his time, cuts it back, and again, ball across into Dybala. And Dybala, the man again, near post, unmarked, and it's an easy goal for him. Koke here with the ball in the box. Rudiger again. We're going to have to look at the end of this season how many goals he's got, because he's scoring goals for fun, it seems. He really is. As we go again here with Felix into Lodi. Ball over the top through to Carrasco. And the arrogance on that chip, absolutely sensational. A player that doesn't start all the time, but when he does, or when he comes on, he does create stuff, that is for sure. Real Sociedad, though, didn't keep completely quiet this game. Monreal there, obviously the ex-Arsenal fullback, with a great ball through to Isaac, obviously such a hot prospect in real life when it comes to, upcoming talent, when it comes to the striker position. Was there with a ball over the top into Felix, a player who, he has sort of turned it back on a bit now for us. But Dybala again, the man that is on some type of, I don't know what he's taken, but whatever he's on, he's doing it well. Felix again wins the ball back high up the pitch, into Carrasco, into Dybala, plays it back there to Was, makes a run in behind, and Dybala again. Guys, you've got to put some respect on that signing. What a player he's turned out to be for us. They do get another goal here, though, and that's a great touch. Poor defending from number 2, and quite a good finish as well, to be honest with you. But, no, what a signing Dybala has been for us, guys, at the end of the day. And Rudiger. Obviously didn't spend a penny on either. Carrasco there could have squared it right away, but he just takes his time and cuts it back in the most random way. And I think that goes down as Dybala's. It does. So Dybala there with another goal. And he was playing on the right this game. He wasn't playing up top. So very, very impressive there. Lodi there with a ball through into Dybala. And that's another goal for Dybala. Actually, he might be up top. He might be up top this game. But yeah, he was. But he got 5 goals that game against third in the league. Paulo Dybala, what a player. We're going to look at his profile in a minute, just to break down his stats, because he must be incredible. But a 10 match rating, obviously, clear man of the match. We dominated the game. They did have shots going forward. Obviously, they got 2 goals. We had a bit more of the ball, definitely dominated the shots and the XG. And overall, it was a game that we did deserve to win. They're, overall, to be honest, quite average match ratings. The back line didn't have the best when it comes to these 3. But overall, I'd say a very deserved win for us, and a very important win as well. But let's have a look at Dybala. So he's 29, so he's at the later stage of his career, sort of in his prime. But his stats are absolutely incredible. He's obviously now worth 86 to 103 million. And his stats down here, so in the league, you know, he's 17 appearances, 17 goals, 7 assists. Absolutely flawless from him. I honestly didn't think he was going to be this good, but fair play to him, and what a time for him to turn up, for sure. But now let's get into the next game, and hopefully carry on. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We play Real Sociedad again, and unfortunately, they're the team that ends the league win streak, or unbeaten streak. We've gone like 10, 15 games now, and again, it was a very quiet game. It was a game which could go either way, and Isaac here actually is the man that sorts out the job and, you know, finishes it off. We've had a few games like that this season where they could swing each way, and we've luckily been on the good end of it. But this time we weren't, and I can't complain too much. We didn't really create much. Overall, we did have the better end of the stats, apart from possession. But to be honest, we didn't create loads. No one on the pitch had a great game. Rudiger does pick up man of the match, and that's saying a lot. And we conceded a goal. So not the best performance out of the team. Quite disappointing, to be honest. But the fixture list is sort of packing together now. We literally played that cup game, which I am playing full strength in because I want to win it, because it's the whole point of this series. And they just come out the better team. Isaac and Rafinha there standing out, as well as Moreno and Zabadia. I think that's how you say that. But to be honest, I'm not too gutted. I know an unbeaten streak's nice to go on, but we're still top of the league, and we're competing in every tournament. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we're doing fantastic with the team that we have. So, I'm not too gutted about it, but obviously, I think any manager's lying when they say that they're not a little bit gutted the win spree couldn't have gone on a little bit longer. But let's get into the next game and hopefully bounce back. So, we then go into the first knockout game of the Champions League. Nearly mixed it up then. The first knockout game. Inter Milan went down to 10 men inside of like 10 minutes, by the way. So I feel like we got a little bit of a free pass in this game, as we do win it 2-0. They are a fantastic team on this game. They really are. I always struggle against them. But they went down to 10 men, and João Felix just thought, you know what, we've got to take advantage of this. And he does, with a fantastic goal on the edge of the box. And here comes Sesko, actually. Cuts it out wide there, the number 23. Looking to get it back in. Cuts it back into Dybala. And of course it's him. Handanovic there with an awful bit of goalkeeping. I feel like he definitely could have saved that, but Dybala gets the goal. And overall, I mean, I feel a little bit like we weren't gifted it, but if they wouldn't have went down to 10 men, I know that would have been a different game. I know that's the same in any match, but Inter Milan are so good on Football Manager. They're really good. But we did dominate the game. We somehow had less possession with 10 men, which does frustrate me a lot. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, we did win the game. That's all I can think about. We've now got the advantage going into the second leg, which is at home as well. So no real like outstanders on this team. Felix does pick up the match ball, the man of the match. Inter Milan, obviously, awful match ratings, but I'm not going to throw too much shade at them because they were down to 10 men. And it happened to me plenty of times on the Everton save and on this save. When you go down to 10 men, it is so hard to stay in the game. And when you go a goal behind, it's ridiculous. If you start chasing it, you're going to concede 6. So, at the end of the day, nothing much they could do after the sending off. But let's get into the next one, which is against Real Madrid. And there is some drama, some big drama. So I've paused it right where I want it because I'm convinced Real Madrid are rigging this league. Like, honestly, I have never seen anything like it. When I watched this back, I'm fuming. Like, it is ridiculous. So, we do lose 1-0, and it was one of them games which was very quiet again. No real team were favourites, I felt. The stats might tell a different story, but I do play all these games. And you just watch this, okay? Because this is ridiculous. I still think it is. And I'm going to make a clip of it, a short, and tweet it at Football Manager, because this is a joke. Like, let's just have a little look here. So I'll play it. So it's going to be a bit slow because I want you to see the whole thing. So basically, throw in here, Militao, right? Throws it here into Mbappe. And just watch. No, we're going to watch it more than once. We'll watch it again. I'm going to pause it repetitively, and we can watch this because there's nothing wrong with it. And Mbappe back in right here. So just literally, let me get my mouse on it. So first off, the contact. There's literally no contact there. The ball's there. So I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. He goes through him. He walks through him. He doesn't fall over. He doesn't even stumble really. And Hermoso actually does come out with the ball. The ball goes this way, not with Mbappe. So he's on the ball. And the ref goes over, goes to VAR. And obviously, when it's Real Madrid's VAR decision, they're going to get it. But no, that annoyed me with a passion, because I was just like, what have I seen? It's not a penalty. There's not even contact. And he does give it. And as you can tell by the scoreline, Hazard does tuck it away. So again, a very, very, very annoying game. Because again, it's another loss, and we haven't been losing a lot. But it's not the loss that annoys me; it's the way that we have lost. I just don't feel like it's deserved goal at all. I feel like we've been very hard done by there. But again, they did actually have the upper hand in the stats then, but we had plenty of shots on target, and that's what I felt. It was one of them games which could have went either way, and I wouldn't have been as annoyed if they would have went through and scored a normal goal. But the way that they just scored that goal is an absolute joke. Please let me know in the comments if you think that was a penalty, but I don't see how it can be a penalty. Average match ratings across the board for our team and Real Madrid. Hazard actually dropping in centre mid there. Decent ratings like in the back line, but something very dodgy going on with Real Madrid. Like this season, if you watch last episode, the title, which is the Emotional Cup final, you'll see they got a dodgy decision in there too. Something's going on, I'm telling you. But that's enough because I'm going to get fined. But let's get into the next game. So we then get into a slightly more comfortable game, which is against Mallorca at home in a 5-0 win. Very comfortable. And you know what's going to happen when this man's on the ball. Paulo Dybala actually hits it, puts it in the top right corner, and a sensational free kick by a sensational player. Ademi here down the line, cuts it back into Dybala, into Koke, across into Saul, plays it into Lodi, and it's a very, very composed finish. Considering he's a left-back, our left back and right back are actually contributing very well with the assists and the goals this season. They've been very good. Lodi again, they're getting involved into Felix, who cuts it into Dybala, and awful goalkeeping. Very awful. And Dybala's actually going to complete his hat-trick here, so fortunate hat-trick, because the second goal, I don't know what the keeper was doing, but he gets involved in everything. Dybala again into Saul, touches that down with his chest, megs him, a ball through into Felix, keeper has another howler, tries to come for it, gets nervous, backs off, and again, a flawless performance from Dybala on playing on the right this time. 3 goals, I mean, he's definitely been the player of the season, I think, so far. We absolutely dominated the game. Obviously, as you can see here, 34 shots, 18 on target, nearly 4 XG, dominated the ball. They had virtually nothing. Not a shot on target, nothing going for them, and their match ratings are embarrassing. 5.9, 5.6, 5.8. Again, a game which we should be winning, so not too much disrespect to them. Like, they didn't exactly, bottle it. They weren't expected to win, but when you play that negative and you go a goal down against a team like, not just me, but like Real Madrid, Barcelona, you're going to get thumped, and that's what happened. But a more comfortable game, no match fixing in this one, so let's get into the next one. So we then take on Espanyol at home in a very comfortable game. They're not having a great season, but we actually stuffed 7 goals. 7 goals past them. So let's run it, because there's going to be a lot of highlights. Koke here with the corner, not Dybala this time. And it's actually, I don't know what went on in the box there. Saul cuts it back, plays it back into Koke, who wasn't offside, a ball into Carrasco. And it seems like this Football Manager, goalkeepers get caught out at their near post so much. Koke again here with another set piece into Saul, and their defending has been shambolic. Easy 2 goals, to be honest with you, both from set pieces. Arias there cuts it back into Koke, a player that's having a fantastic game. Back into Arias, across the goal, and again, poor defender Lopez failed to get a toe on it, and João Felix is at the far post to get the goal. And I feel like a lot of our goals seem to be preventable, but we just seem to put them in the danger areas and they pay off. Awful defending there, and Felix again with a beautiful finish into the bottom right corner. And you know, maybe he didn't like what I said about Dybala being the best player, as he completes his hat-trick with a penalty. What a front three we have at the moment. Arias here with the ball through to Carrasco, a player that is so happy when he comes onto the pitch. Koke, beautiful ball over the top, and Dybala, it wouldn't be a game unless he's getting involved, right? And there he is with the goal, and I believe there's one more goal to come. I've counted 6 so far, so who gets the last one? João Felix with the ball, magical feet into Hermoso, ball over the top into Yannick Carrasco, who gets the 7th. An absolutely dominating victory, a victory that was expected, but a victory that also is very good to get, because although you're expected to win games, there's no guarantee that you do. So very, very good from us. Again, the stats were an embarrassment on their side. Didn't have a shot on target. We had 63% of the ball, 14 on target, 26 overall, 3.23 XG. Carrasco and Felix, Koke, all above 9 match ratings. Absolutely sensational. Nice to see Carrasco get the best, actually, because he doesn't start as much anymore. And if we look on this, it's going to be all red. Yeah, there's a lot of red. The entire back line red, midfield, and one of their cams. So, I mean, a very disappointing game for them, I feel. But we've got one more game to come, and it is a big one, because it is the second leg of the cup final, which we've got a massive aggregate lead in, but we've got to get the job done. Anything can happen in football, but let's get into it. And if we win that game, we'll be in the final of the Copa del Rey. So, good news for you guys. It was expected, but we do win. We actually take, over 2 legs, we beat them 11-3 on aggregate. So, an absolute, well, a thumping of a semi-final. And we do get put through to the finals, as you would have figured out. Koke there with a wonderful touch, actually, to take it past the goalkeeper. And I will show you at the end who we got in the final as well. Because I'm quite confident, to be honest with you. But here comes Rudiger, quite high up the pitch, actually. A lovely ball through into João Felix, and takes his chances. Him and Dybala at the moment, really the star men up front. Ademi and Sesko are sort of fighting over the last spot. But as for Felix and Dybala, they've got no worries in not playing. I mean, that is poor from Oblak. Jesus Christ. I didn't realise that's how they got the goal. Again, a keeper who I can't sell, because he is actually a really good keeper, but there's a lot of errors going into his game at the moment. There really is. Sawins are back there into Felix. Dybala takes a touchdown, and that's another goal for him. Him and Felix work together so well as well, so it's really... I'm just glad I took the risk, because I was only going to get Rudiger, but then when I saw Dybala, I was like, he's a bit old, but I was like, if I can get him playing, which I have done, and now he's got a hat-trick again, I believe. So, I mean, 2 goals, Felix got a goal and Koke got a goal, but a game which we definitely did deserve to win. I mean, we dominated the stats, as you can see here, in every aspect of the game. Possession, XG, shots on target, shots in general, and we had good match ratings as well overall. Dybala actually gets the best match rating there again, no surprise. Felix with a great showing. Oblak not with the best. Jimenez with a fantastic rating at the back. Rudiger again having to fit in the right back because of injuries. It's not ideal, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Quite a poor display from Real Sociedad over 2 legs, I'd say. Any Real Sociedad fans, you can disagree, but I feel like 3rd in the league, I'd expect them to put up a decent fight, but it doesn't really bother me, because I know we're through to the final. And before we end the episode, I'm going to take you through the schedule. So, here we are then, guys. So, next episode, we take on Valencia in the Copa del Rey final. So that will now mean we've won the title, that's in the BBVA title, the Spanish League title. We have won the Super Copa. If we win this, we won the Copa del Rey, that means we need one more. I'm going to sound like Pep. We need the Champions League. Then, this series, we've won everything that's big. I'm not going to include the Super Cup, because at the end of the day, it's not a big trophy. If we happen to win it, we happen to win it. Like, if we win the Champions League, I might play it out in the next season just to see, but I highly doubt it, because when I'm on about big trophies, I'm on about the ones which people care about. And just like in England, people say that, like, the FA Cup isn't important, the Carabao Cup isn't important, but if your team wins it, you're happy. So I'm going to treat the Spanish League the same, the Supercopa, or the Supercopa, the Copa del Rey, the league title, which we've done, and also the Champions League. But overall, next episode, we've actually got, I mean, we've got some reasonably easy fixtures, I'd like to say. Inter Milan's second leg is going to be quite a close one. Obviously, well, they've actually got Martinez is obviously out, and Dumfries is suspended because he got sent. Overall, I think we can do it, but Inter Milan are a very, very good team on this game. They really are, but that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the content so far, and I hope you are enjoying this series as we progress into it, because we're really, you know, we're into the second season now. Not too many games left, probably like another couple episodes tops. So if you do enjoy this, guys, please do leave a like on the video. Drop a comment below on anyone that I possibly could sign if we do have to play a third season, if we don't win the Champions League and the Copa del Rey this season. And please do subscribe, guys. We're absolutely killing it right now. I've applied for partner thanks to you guys, because you guys have been absolutely killing it. I got an email saying that I could, so I've applied for it. So hopefully we can get that on board. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it enough, please do leave a like on the video, and please do subscribe, turn on notifications for plenty more uploads. Underneath my camera, I've personally selected a video which I really think you'll like, and also up next on the other side is a video that you two think you might like from my channel. So please do check them out, guys. Also, if you do want to keep in touch with me, be sure to follow my socials. I've got my Instagram and my Twitter above. I love to interact with you guys. But last but not least, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.